All right. Hello, everybody. Hi, Barb. I know. Life happens, gets in the way sometimes. Just what comes with the package that is me. But every once in a while I will be late. Hi, Sue. It's good to see you guys. I'm doing good, thank you. It's been a chaotic day, so I'm very excited to sit down, hopefully take some breaths, and just get some painting done. And just enjoy some time here with you. So I'm working on the border for my incense holder that I started during the Saturday evening workshop for my newest pattern that's called Quest. So this design is based off of that pattern. Not really, but I will be. Thanks, Barb. It's been a day. But I will be. And I am okay. Just a day. Thank you for asking, and thank you for sending the love. So I'm really happy to be sitting and painting with you guys right now. We're going to do this edging. Actually, I'm probably going to just finish this first row on the edging, and then we're actually going to work on the purple and teal one. See if I can get them both to, this one and that one, both at the point where the edging is being done, so that I can work on this over the next day or two and try and get these done. I've also got a nice little army of white mugs that are at different states of being painted. The dreaded COVID has got me. Oh no, Sue. Well, I hope that you feel good and are able to paint and just take care of yourself and get through this as unscathed as possible. Oh, thank you, Barb. I appreciate it. Thank you, Janice. Thanks, Shannon. Hey, Molly, how'd your release go today? Oh, thank you so much, Sue. Thank you, Ms. Ritzy. I'm so glad you like it, Janice. I was on the fence of what to do about the gold because I had added the gold in here, but I hadn't really added anything else. And then I thought, well, then we're just going to go bananas with the gold then. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on a sec. Oh, that one hurt. Woo! Oh, thank you, Molly. And hello in London, Miss Ritzy. Thank you for the blessed poo. I hope your shop restock today was super successful, Molly. I saw that you'd already sold a bunch of stuff earlier today. That's awesome. Super duper awesome. Thank you. Hi, Britt. How are you doing today? Thanks for coming to hang out. How's everybody else doing? Barb, how are you doing? How was your day? Molly, what was your day like? Sue's taking good care of herself to heal as quickly as possible from COVID. Janice, how are you doing? You doing good? Hi, Holly. Good to see ya. Thank you, Sue. Over half your restock has already been claimed. That is amazing. Kick ass. So if you guys want any of Malrock's stuff, definitely go check out what she restocked in her collections today, in her shop today, and make sure you order something pretty quickly. If there's something that you want, because there's not much left. That's awesome. So glad, Molly. Oh, it arrived, Holly. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. I'm so glad to hear that. I always breathe a nice sigh of relief when I know that you guys have gotten, especially the mugs. So glad when you got them in the mail. Thank you so much for letting me know, Holly. And I'm so glad it's there. It was so fun, you guys. I was able to make a donation to Andre and the charities in Ukraine to help people and their pets. That was because of the sales of the sunflower mugs. There's still one more sunflower mug in my shop. 100% of the sales from that mug will also be donated when it sells. So thank you, Holly, and to everybody else that ordered one of the sunflower mugs. If you're here, I want you to know that the money has been donated, and I'm super excited for that. And I'm so glad that it arrived safe and sound to you, Holly. That makes me really happy. I'm super paranoid about packing stuff, and I've bought boxes that are meant for like when people order one mug, but I've had a couple that people are ordering 2 mugs. So I've been doing a lot of running back and forth to Dollar Tree to try and get boxes of the right size. Oh, this one actually might work out color-wise. Let's see. I think it's gonna. And you know what we'll do? Because we're going to have room for a little bit of something extra in here. And we will just add in some gold. Yeah, if I'd spaced things out a little bit differently along the side here, a little bit more, I probably would have gotten it there. But we're going to add gold, so that's okay. Thank you, Shannon. Azart has a special link now for pets. So many fur babies are being saved. Yeah, those are the hard ones, right? Those ones are hard ones to watch, and so grateful that there are people out there helping everybody. You know, and so that's who I donated it through Andre, because he's getting so much stuff there. I can't watch the videos too much. I can't do it. That was pretty satisfying, eh? All right, I'm going to fill up my gold paint because we're just going to make this extra wide space work for us and just fill it in with a little extra bling. All of the dots are going to have gold dots in between. So see how I've got the gold dots in between here? All of these ones are going to have that gold in between as well. But this one will just be a little bit bigger. So this one I think will actually make it like full size. So as I build this up, I'm going to start building this, and it's going to kind of go in a spiral angle. So the pink will go here, here, here. So we'll get a nice little spiral just like we had here. Actually, I should go the other way, maybe. We'll see what direction we decide to go in. But the nice part is about the edges, it's completely flat and it's exactly the same distance around in the row for each color. I mean, for each row. So I don't have to change tool sizes. I can just use the same tool size for the entire side of it. Hi, Carolyn. How you doing? Thank you, Sheen. Thanks, Barb. I really like it. And so then the other one that we have... I almost dropped it. Sorry, I need a second. Whew. All right, this is the other one. Sorry about that. So this is the other one. I'm using Color Shift, Aqua Flash, some White Pearl by Folk Art, and some purple Violet Pansy in the Folk Art matte. Mixed it with pouring medium because it's quite thick paint, and created the color grade by adding some Deco Art Americana white paint on that as well. So we can either continue to work on the edge for this one, or we can start to build the design on this one. My vote is to stick with this one now. We can still sit and look at this one, but painting the edge really isn't super exciting. I think it would be nice to work on this design a little bit more. So actually I'm going to move the rainbow one aside, and we will start working on this one. I'll take my tape off of my little palette here. It's just my tape that I use to keep the things open. And then actually tonight before I go to bed, I will put saran wrap underneath all of these lids to snap them shut, because they're not meant to be airtight. They're just a bead container. So yeah, so we'll work on this one for a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do the purple one. I agree. Hey, Metal Girl, how you doing? Thank you, Carolyn. Yeah, that one was upsetting. What I had done was what you heard was I have a cabinet right here on the side. It was over here, and I picked it up and I smacked my hand on the cabinet somehow and then dropped it, and it landed right on the edge of the table with like an inch off the edge of the table. So I'm glad it is good now. Thanks, Carolyn. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks, Jennifer. Oh, you got to use your first inspiration card. Yay, Molly. That's amazing. Was it fun? What'd you end up doing? Yeah, we'll do purple. I know, right? Such a bonehead move. Thank you so much, TW. The Tweety. Took me a minute. Rubber band will probably... Yeah, I just don't have any rubber bands. I have tape here. Rubber bands, I have to go out to get them. But maybe next time I'm at the dollar store. Oh, that's amazing, Metal Girl. Congratulations. Yeah, it's a lot of work starting now, but that's wonderful that it's done. You brought some 8x8 canvases. Yes, nice. Awesome, Sue. Oh, good. Oh, I love it. Molly, did we add you to the Facebook group yet? Where you can actually post and stuff too? Let me do that right now. Are you on Facebook as you or as Mall Rocks? Stupid iPad. Do you guys have it where your touch doesn't work? Mall Rocks. There we go. All right, so we're going to do groups. And we're going to do Dot Mandala deck. We're going to invite with link, copy link, share in Messenger to Mall Rocks. There we go. All right, Molly, you've got an invite there. You are? Okay. Well, I sent you an invite again anyway, just in case. And I sent it to Mall Rocks. So if you want to join it with Mall Rocks too, just in case. Hair ties, don't have any of them either, unfortunately. I can't wait to see what you did. Oh, thank you, Vegas Sunflower. How you doing? I get that, Molly. I totally get that. All right. So let's get digging this one in. Oops. All right. So I've got one more swoop to do in the middle. For some reason, I left it and with one more there. But we'll do that one. And then we should be able to start making some progress on this one, I think. Here we go. Oops, a little notch in there. So like I said, I'm also making a new army of the white mugs, the white on white mugs. So hopefully, I'm going to be baking one of them tomorrow. I'm going to do another test with the white pearl metallic Craft Smart multi-surface to see if I can't bake it when I'm not mixing colors and all that stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing great, Vegas Sunflower. That's awesome. And I'm doing good, thank you. Hi, Kirsten. It's good to see you. It has been a while. I'm good. I'm glad to see you. It's good, thank you. That's totally good, Molly. Nothing. Zero pressure, okay? I promise. Zero pressure. All right, so let's see what's next here. What is next is... we need a large dot in... Do we want to do in the purple? Yes. We are going to still do the purple. Okay, so we're going with the darkest purple. Tweety, I am painting on an incense holder. So this is an incense holder that I made using a mold that I got from Devon Dotting and gypsum plaster. I use a brand called Ultra Cal 30. It's not as soft as plaster of Paris, but not as hard as concrete. So I make those and then I paint them black, and then when they're done, the incense will stick right in the center, just like that. Hi, Donna. It's good to see ya. Absolutely, you can throw out one of your ideas, Carolyn. Always. Too intimidated to try a real project? And I totally understand that, because it's a lot. But try it just to have fun. Just to play with it and see what happens. And if you can do that and let go of the outcome and just to see if you enjoy it, that's the first thing. If you don't enjoy it, then you're never going to want to practice, right? But if you enjoy it and say, that was super fun and I want to do it again, then that's how you know that the practice will come easy. Yeah, you definitely want to wait until you know for sure, eh? I might do it. I just might do that. I just might do that. I'm not going to go and do any more top dots, though, until the rest of the design is done, because I want to see how once the rest of the color is filled in with the way that the pattern is going. However, I did use the blue. I did use that kind of technique on the grayscale with red, so that's definitely something that is in the possibilities list, or probabilities list, I should say. So now, I don't want to do 10, I want to do a larger one. Let's do 14. All right, so I'm going in with my darkest purple. I'm just doing a nice big dot here. These are going to be fun because I'm going to do a ton of top dots with the color grades, like I did on the green and gold one. And on the grayscale one, to give it lots and lots of dimension. I find that this is a design that it really hits you once you start putting the top dots on and creating all of the dimension in the color. So once I start adding these lighter shades of purple, to create the dimension on all of these dark purple spots, it's really gonna, that's when this is really gonna kind of come to life even more. That's exactly what you were thinking? Great minds, Carolyn. Great minds. Let's see here. Immortelle Designs, hi. Thank you. So let's just recap where this all started from. It started from an incense holder that I did in these greens and the golds. It actually only had 6 spokes and the pattern has 8. So this is where we started, right? This is the pattern. It's a 6-inch dot mandala. There is a downloadable digital pattern available in my website, which step-by-step photos, all that stuff. So what we also do, though, when I release a new pattern, what we've started doing is doing some workshops where we get together, we start to paint this together. I can answer any questions, give you tips and tricks for actually implementing it, different things like that. And with this pattern specifically, before I even did the pattern, we played around with color, right? We played around with a gray scale with nice silvers and red. Once we saw how good this one was, the ideas for other color combos just started just pouring out of all of us. Everybody had so many incredible ideas. So during the workshops, I decided that instead of painting with this design or with one that we've already done before, I would do different color schemes. So this is the color scheme for one of them. The general theme for this pattern is you want 5 shades of one color and an accent color. You can always add more in after, but that's really what you want. But then I also did the rainbow one, where 5 colors, the whole idea was just thrown right out the window. The gray scale and red one is still available in my shop right now, and these ones will be listed in another couple, probably another week or so. I don't typically make multiples, but that is something that I want to start doing. So I haven't yet, but I probably will in the future. I freaking love this one. Freaking love this one. You should highlight this one with silver instead of gold. This one I wasn't planning on highlighting with any other colors because of the metallic flash in the flash paint. But that's always possible for another one. Another purple with silver would be really good, or a blue with silver. How do you come up with your color combinations? Just different ideas that I see online. I do take a lot of inspiration from looking at other artists' artwork on Pinterest and on Instagram and everything, and going, oh, I never thought about using those colors together. Oh, I really liked those colors, right? So that I do quite often. And a lot of times I get my ideas just from sitting and looking at my paints. Sorry. So I sit a lot of the times and look at my paints, and I'm just going to get my clock back up here. Hold on. Oh, this stupid iPad. Have you guys had this where the tap just doesn't work? Or it kind of only partly works? So I also will sit and just kind of look at my paints and see what kind of colors jump out at me, and see kind of what I'm inspired to do from there. Other times I'll kind of close my eyes and just do a little bit of a kind of a mini meditation, some deep breathing and stuff, and just see what kind of colors pop into my brain. Sometimes I get very, very distinct color combinations. Sometimes I need to go looking for them a little bit more. I'm scrolling back, just trying to catch up on all the comments. I'm so sorry. It's amazing how my brain runs. Isn't that fun? So that's intuition, right? All of that, any kind of just thoughts that just come to you, that's all intuition coming to you. And intuition, a lot of people anyway, have kind of a definition with intuition that it needs to be useful. I use my intuition to do something. Your intuition is just ideas coming to you, right? And intuition immediately leads to inspiration and ideas and rolling. That's fun energy to follow, Carolyn. I love it when you guys have different suggestions because we can really get into some fun ideas for colors and stuff and different ideas. So much fun. So I love when that happens too, Carolyn. I think it's awesome. Thank you, Kirsten. Is it Kirsten or Kirsten? Do you like the rainbow one, my friend? How you doing, boss lady? It's good to see ya. This one kind of blows me away. This one really, really blows me away. And it's so cool though, right? Because it's the same pattern. The only difference is that this one has a bunch of different colors. It's a little bit larger of a design, right? A little bit fuller in the middle than this one is. And it's got so many different colors. And it's got 8 spokes as opposed to 6. But these are the same pattern. What an incredible difference. Color. All 3 of these are the same pattern, right? All 3 of them are. It's crazy to me what just changing a couple of colors can really, really do. So when you buy a pattern, whether it's buying a pattern from me or anybody else, make sure you play with it as much as you can. When you find that pattern that you love, get in there and play with it. Switch up the colors. Sometimes you'll find that by changing it and painting on something different, you'll end up with all kinds of different ideas. It's crazy. Crazy, 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 all the different inspiration. Thank you, Vegas Sunflower. Isn't it pretty? So once I've got this painted, I will get them varnished, and they should be available in my shop by next weekend. Both the purple one and the rainbow one. Do I have a rainbow one up there now? No, I've got a blue, the gray and red, I've got a green one, and I've got a pink and green incense holder available right now. When I'm done, your mind works faster. So green. So the round thingy is an incense holder. So I make it with UltraCal 30, which is a plaster. It's the brand that I used is called UltraCal 30. Sorry, it's called Gypsum Plaster. I order it from a sculpture supply store in Toronto. It's quite inexpensive. It is stronger than plaster of Paris, but not as hard as concrete. So it's just a little bit stronger. I used to use plaster of Paris all the time, but I was having things that were breaking in the mail because it just wasn't strong enough. So I got a mold from a company called Devon Dotting. They make molds for absolutely anything you could ever imagine. So I got the mold from them, and I mix up the plaster and do that there. And I love painting on these. These are such a fun size of things to paint on. I will be adding these blanks to my website eventually as well. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you so much for the roses. That's so kind. Reds and purples. Yes. Clean the screen. Okay, hold on. Hopefully that's better. So many paints, yeah. And that's just the first part of it. So I have paints. So this is my setup, right? I've got paints up there, some heavier bodied ones. I've got some up there. Those there. These are all paints, and another tub down under there. Crazy amounts of paint, but I can't help it. That's okay, Kirsten. I'm painting on an incense holder. So these are incense holders. So you would put incense right in the middle here. And what I'm hoping to do is I want to take some of these same patterns and paint them on candle holders and mugs and all that different stuff. So I want to be able to start taking this design and translating it to other items as well. Kirsten, okay, thank you. You're welcome, Kirsten. As somebody whose first name is always getting spelled wrong and gets said wrong sometimes too, I'm kind of hyper aware of that. You want to quickly, yeah, absolutely. So you want to see the rainbow one again? So this is the rainbow one. So this one will be available in my shop in about another week. I will try and do a shop update on Saturday, but just keep an eye on my social media here because I will put up a post. Probably 24 hours. If I can give more notice than that, I will. But at least 24 hours in advance of my shop update. But assume that it will be this coming weekend. I'm not going to have a ton of items to put in there, I don't think, but we'll wait and see. So this one will be part of that shop update. So I'm really hoping that the baking of the white on white mugs work, and then I can throw all of these white on white mugs in the shop as well. And if the baking does work, then I will have, where's my other one? I will have 10 of these. I will have 10 of these going up as well. So keep your fingers crossed for me. Day after tomorrow, I'm going to get to try baking one of these, and we'll see how the baking does. And if we are lucky, it won't bubble too much, and we'll be able to paint with it more. I'm also almost finished. I've got one more baking round to do with the new glass medium that I got from Liquitex. So we should have a better idea of mug paints for that as well. So there's a few mugs left available on my website. Not too many though. There's not a ton. There's some incense holders. There's a couple candle holders, some necklace pendants. But that's pretty much it right now. I'm running a little low on stock. So I'm working really, really hard to try and build a whole bunch more, to make a whole bunch more. Yes, you know what? One of the other molds that they have, Holly, is they have a dish that's this size that's just a trinket dish. So what I'm thinking I might do is I'm eventually going to order more molds from them, and I'm thinking I might order the trinket dish one, and then I can use maybe some resin to seal it, or even just the Mod Podge would still be good because then you could feel the texture. That's the one downfall to resin, right? Is you're not going to feel the texture anymore. And this one feels really, really cool. So and especially once we get all the dots along the side, it's going to feel really, really nice. But yeah, I think I'd like to buy one of those molds as well so that I could make little trinket dishes. Thank you, Ms. Ritzy. Today is not the day for decaf. I love your username. Hi, Shaya. Oh, I'm so glad, Kirsten. That's so nice to hear because the mug that I have in my, the voice I hear in my head doesn't sound very soothing, so I'm glad that it is. I have no idea. I can see that comment, Bobby. I don't know why there was a mute before. Okay, I'm just scrolling back and catching up on the comments. It takes me a minute to catch up. So, Bobby, you probably weren't muted. I was just there. Oh, my iPad? Wipe the screen? Oh, sorry, Carolyn. Oh, thank you, Donna. That's nice to hear. Thanks, guys. I do need more paint for sure. And thank you, Bobby. I'm glad you like it. It is kind of Egyptian, eh? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you like the purple. I'm really, really happy with the purple too. So let's get doing some more painting here with the purple while we're chatting. We got some swoops to do here. So let's get on that. And then I will continue to catch up on the comments as well. Now, when you're painting from a pattern, it's important to know what the person painted on and how the size compares to what you're painting on, right? I know that sounds like it should be kind of an automatic thing to do and should be kind of second nature, but I screwed up all the time. Look at this one, my pattern. I went with the exact same tool sizes and spacing as in my pattern, and I'm going to run out of space. I'm not going to have enough room for my entire border that I would want to have. So it's really important that you pay very, very close attention so that you can hopefully catch changes that you need to make in tool sizes before you get too far into it, right? So there's always things you can do to change it, and it's not going to be the end of the world here, but it's definitely something that is going to have an impact on the design. And sorry, I'm talking with one of my tools in my mouth while I do this. All right, I'm just going to add a little bit more paint there. I think I need to mix these paints a bit. They're a little bit too thick. Mm-hmm. When paints are thin enough, they'll do this wonderful self-leveling thing when you use lots of paint to paint these dots. But until they are the right consistency, if they're too thick, then they can very easily cause a lot of like divots and stuff in the paint. So I'm going to add some pouring medium here. We might have to do this a little bit. The incense holders are $64 plus shipping. $64 Canadian plus shipping. That one is going to be yours, boss lady. I feel like there might be a fight. I'll definitely have to make more of them, won't I? All right, let's see if this makes a difference here. If this helps us out at all. I'm so glad you like them, Bobby. Thank you. I love the white on white too. And the thing that's really, really fun about them is that I've gone through and I've put extra top dots on all of these spots here. So that it's going to feel really, really, really nice. I'm really, really happy with them. So fingers crossed that after I sit and leave them to dry for another day or so, that they will, they'll bake nicely so I can get them listed in my shop sooner rather than later. And then I can get back into my little factory and get making more, hopefully. All right, so let's see if that's better. I'm going to use a little bit more pouring medium there. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. I apologize. I know I'm slowing down really quite a bit, but I promise I'm getting to you. If I haven't answered your question yet, please know that I haven't ignored you. I promise. It's just taking me a minute to get back to the comments. I'm so sorry. Gotta thanks and swipe out of the live 3 times. Oh no. The tools, I use nail dotting stylus tools that you can get from dotartdepot.com. You can actually get all your dotting tools from there as well. Take a screenshot of that if you'd like. You can get 10% off of purchases of $25 or more with the code Jamie10. Just make sure you spell Jamie right, Jaime. So take a screenshot of that one. There you can get the nail dotting stylus tools, as well as the ones that have the little silicone brushes on the end. They're my favorite for pulling paint off of a piece when I need to fix something. And then Lydia has some acrylic rods that you can use for dotting there as well. Now, the other tools that I use that look like the white pencils, they are from DIY Mandala Stones. And DIY Mandala Stones has a shop on Etsy, a website, and they sell the tools on Amazon as well. I would always recommend, though, if you find somebody selling something on Amazon and it's somebody that you know of, like a small business, small artist, please check to see if they have a website. They walk away with less money on this in their pockets when they're selling through another platform. So if you want more of the money you spend to go right into the hands of somebody who's the person that you want to buy their art from, if you want more money to go into their pocket, always try and find their website if you can. And I just put that one way too close here. So actually, no, that looks all right. I am going to keep going with the comments. I do just want to keep painting a little bit, though. It's so easy to get stuck in the comments and never get any painting done, but I will continue to scroll through and catch up on what I'm behind on here, because I know I'm behind. Thank you, Tweety. I hope that answers your question, Gail. So I don't think you're muted, Bobby. I've been seeing those ones. Yeah, silver anniversary mug would be nice, eh? Yeah, my comments come up backwards too. So when I refreshed my most recent, the most recent comments show all in reverse order. It's really weird. Oh, thank you, Kirsten. I'll try and make more of them too. I was looking at your shop. No, the only one that I had that was available already has a new home. I don't list these ones until they're finished being painted. And these ones aren't ready yet. So that's going to be another week before they're listed in my shop. I will not list anything or sell anything until it is ready to be shipped. So while they're in progress or while they're waiting to cure, they won't be available yet. Yeah, this would be really cool. I've got some black mugs that I'd like to play with. I really got to get this paint moving though. Sorry. I'm going to let it dry and that's going to screw it all up. I really want to play with this design on some mugs for sure, because I think it would make a super good mug design. And yes, to the purple for sure. I haven't done a ton of purple stuff. I've done a couple of them, but nothing too major. But yeah, I'm at a point now where my shop it's not empty by any stretch, but there's definitely not a lot of mugs right now. So candle holders and incense holders are pretty much what you're going to see there right now. I'm going to get back to making more candle holders too. You're welcome, Tweety. Auction it off. Well, and it's funny, I'm actually looking at some different art auction sites that I think that I actually will do that. Thank you, Tweety. I'm so glad you like it. I'm so glad you like them, Bobby. Thank you. For pouring medium, no, I'm not actually using Floetrol. I am using some Apple Barrel pouring medium. Seems to work really well. I don't know if I would know the difference between a good quality pouring medium and a cheap one, to be brutally honest. So I'm not sure how it would compare to any others. This is the only pouring medium that I've ever used. I just happened to have it on hand when I was part of the Folk Art Ambassador program. They sent me some different paints. And Folk Art was made by the same manufacturer as Apple Barrel. So yeah, so they sent me some product, and the pouring medium was there, and I almost got rid of all of it because I'm like, I don't need all this pouring medium. I don't use it. And I thought, well, it doesn't go bad, so I might as well keep it in my cupboard. I mean, it's gonna dry out. It's not gonna go bad, if anything, right? So yeah, using the Apple Barrel stuff. Yes, thank you, Barb. Thank you so much for doing that. Yes, the white mug is still curing. I only finished painting it today. It needs to sit for about 48 hours before it goes in the oven. I'm doing a test to see if baking this particular paint is going to work. I got so gun-shy with baking, I didn't bake anything. So I'm taking one of these white-on-white mugs. I'm going to bake them and see how they come out. And if they come out okay, then I will bake the rest of them, and then that will make them show up in my shop a heck of a lot faster. Otherwise, it could be another... few weeks before they get listed. So yes, I am using multi-surface acrylic paints on the glass, on the ceramic mugs. So anytime you're painting on glass or ceramics, you want to make sure that you are using a paint that is specifically designed for non-porous surfaces. So multi-surface acrylic paints are a good option for that. Glass and enamel paints, and the test that we have been playing with for the last couple of days and that we're still in the mix of is using glass medium and mixing it with regular acrylic paints, and turning them kind of into multi-surface paints, and they cure when baked as well. So I'm doing some tests right now to see what paints that medium works best with and what kind of baking results we get. But that is where we are at. OG Nana, thank you so much. It's almost 4:20. My comments were showing faded. Oh, that's really weird, Bobby. Well, I'm glad that you're back and it's working okay now. Thank you, Roy. Okay, I'm just going to try and catch up again. You bought the spicy ketchup. That's one hell of a surprise, hey? Yeah, so apple barrel pouring medium. Oh, boo. No milk. I hope he gets some relief soon and the fire goes out. That's awful. Like when you're sitting there eating something, you're like, what is happening? I'll zoom in here in a minute. I'll zoom in here in a minute. Sorry, I was talking with my mouth full again. I'm going to add a bit more paint to this. So we had snow here today. For those of you in Winnipeg that have been that got hammered, I hope it makes you feel better to know that here we are in southern Ontario and we just got snow. The ground is covered. And I was sitting outside in bare feet in my sneakers today. Not so much fun now, though. But it is what it is, right? I'm not going to win against Mother Nature. Mother Nature doesn't care if I like the snow or not. All right, let's keep trying back here. You're in Scarborough getting snow? Yeah, it's crazy, eh? I get very relaxed watching it. Yay, I'm so glad, boss lady. That makes me so happy. More snow coming. Oh, Barb, you guys are getting hammered. I'm so over the snow. You did in Minnesota too? Yeah, I'm so over it. The cemetery is pretty, isn't it, Donna? You had snow too, but it melted quickly. Snow tomorrow too. Then near 80 on Saturday. It's so ridiculous, eh? It does, doesn't it, Tracy? It does. It looks like Christmas. And I mean, the trees look beautiful, right? Like looking at that tree down there, looking at these big guys with all the snow, like they're beautiful, but I'm over it. Like it's just not, it's enough already. It was pretty 2 months ago and I had my positive pants on and I was okay with it and I can make the best of it. Now it's April and I'm done. I'm done wearing socks. I'm done wearing layers. I'm done wearing my parka. I'm done. I just want it to be over. Right, Bobby? Totally. It's snowing here now in West Michigan. Oh, that's good, Lori. I'm glad at least no accumulation. It helps at least, right, when it just doesn't... Yeah, I don't care anymore. More time to paint. Well, that's true, too. That's true, too. It's a really, really good excuse to say, oh, it's snowing. I guess I'm just going to have to stay home and paint. What a shame. Such a shame. It would be pretty if it was December. Totally would be pretty. I'm over it. I'm just done. But it is what it is. Mother Nature always wins. So it's definitely not a battle, but I have no problem letting Mother Nature know I'm not happy. I don't approve. Not that I expect her to care. However, enough's enough. Okay, got bubbles here that we're going to have to deal with. So I apologize to anybody in the UK, Sue. All of my lives until Friday are going to be in the evening. We've got a week full of a lot of appointments here, so unfortunately, daytime lives just are not something that is possible this week. But hopefully by next week, I'll be able to get back to having some daytime lives in the schedule, so that I get a chance to hang out with all you guys. And I know there's a lot of people from the UK that stay up late and come to this live here too, and I'm grateful for you. But please know that next week I'll try and have some other time options available. It was one of those things I was getting ready to do up the live schedule last night, and then a bunch of stuff kind of came up. I'm like, oh crap, I can't put this out today. I have no idea. Oh, 94 in California. Tweety, that sounds wonderful. You guys are neighbors. Same last year this time? It is PS, isn't it, Holly? You lived in ice years for 5 years. Holy cow. That must have been super cool, Cindy. Did you love it? What was it like? Oh, thank you, Sue. That's so sweet. But just know that's not in the plan permanently going forward. We'll try and get at least some more options in there. But thank you for being so understanding. If you could just pick up and move anywhere, do you know where that would be? Or where you would want to experiment first? Where the adventure would start? Or would you even move? You might be absolutely in love with your hometown or where you're living now. But if money wasn't an object and travel wasn't an object and there was no obstacles in your way, do you have somewhere that you'd love to try living? For me, it's Wellington, New Zealand. I would love to go and live in Wellington, New Zealand for a while. I loved it. My second daughter was born there. No way, that's so cool, Cindy. Arizona, Holly. That would be cool. Scotland, Bobby. Scotland would be beautiful. Oh, thanks, Allie. I'm so glad. You were golfing here last year, this time now large snowbanks. That's awful. It would be nice to be out in the sun golfing, wouldn't it? Don't do well in hot weather? No. Hot weather is my jam. But wouldn't it be nice? Well, and so somewhere like Iceland or somewhere that doesn't have a huge, long, hot summer would be perfect for you then, eh? Somewhere far away in a log cabin. That sounds so peaceful, Carolyn. You'd be coming to Canada, Sue? Whereabouts in Canada would you go? Do you have a top of the list? Like, would you be going to BC? Would you be going to the East Coast? I look at my piece and yours. I think I got the not English directions pattern. Barb, what's happening? Can I help? Cancun. Oh, yeah. Oh, Private Island would be good. Canada near Niagara Falls. Oh, that would be nice. There's some beautiful spots there. That's wine country. That is wine country. Beautiful area. Beautiful, beautiful area. And if you live there, then at least you're nice and close to cross the border and still be able to go to Target, right? It would be like the best of all worlds. I miss Target. I miss Target and I miss Kohl's. God, I love Kohl's. Loved that store. That's where I would spend all of my free time and all of my money. I feel like there's more bubbles in there. All right, last one of these large swoops. And then we will start adding some more detail here. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to modify the border quite yet, but we will figure it out here in a minute. Oops, this goes this way. Okay, I'll be right back to the comments here in a second. All right, let me see. You're happy in Northern Michigan? Print the design on an 8-inch sticker for you. That I can do. That I can totally do. We can totally do that with any of these. I'm actually in the process of pulling some of the background out of the other one. So I want to do this design a lot more on canvases and wood panels and stuff too, to eventually get really good pictures to do exactly that. Put them on stickers. I think that'd be cool. Be in Ontario, so you'd be near me. But then again, if I want, you'd have to make sure that you won the lottery, but I didn't, because then I'd still be here. No, you spelled it totally right. You too, Bobby? No, you spelt it right, Sue. It's good. Some beautiful spots. Northern Michigan, beautiful. On vinyl. Yeah, vinyl sticker, right? I can get them put onto like window clings, like to put on your car. I can do those. I can do big ones, or I can do little ones that go on water bottles and computers. I used to have some, but the issue that I've honestly had is that I need to buy the inventory ahead of time, right? But Farm SCMCF, I don't know what that stands for, but thank you so much for the roses. That's so kind. I don't, but we can look it up, Jennifer. Let's have a look-see, shall we? Let's go into the wormhole that is Devon Dotting. Let's have a quick peek. Devon Dotting also has some really cool candle holders that I want to get. They've got a candle holder that's like, I think it's like 16 centimeters wide, and it's a tea light holder. Like, they're massive. They're like a plate, and I want to get them so bad. I should actually look at that right now. So let's go accept. A lamp base. I think the lamp base is super cool. Now, why am I not seeing all the other items. Did they change it? I think I'd have to dig in here quite a ways, but there's tons of cool stuff. I love the bowls and the lids. This is for candle holders. There's a silicone tray. You can get one that's 30 centimeters, which is super freaking cool. So 30 centimeters is basically 12 inches. So how freaking cool would that be? That's a big ass trinket dish. That's a serving bowl. The mold alone is $100 for that one. So we want smaller. They don't have a search option on here. So I apologize. I'm not going to spend the time kind of looking for it right now, but I will take a look for it and see if I can share it after, okay? Because I'm not sure. Yeah, you could totally cover your car. Tracy, are you insinuating that she would steal it? What? Yeah, who you? So innocent. Yeah, the mushrooms are cute, eh? Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll go to the dollar store and get some terracotta planter plates. That'd probably be cheaper and a heck of a lot easier anyway. Okay, thanks, love. Yeah, the mushrooms would be super cute. Seriously, you go onto that website and you can find anything that you could ever imagine, and you're going to want to spend an absolute shit ton of money. So I apologize. Yeah, and you can find those at Dollarama. Dollarama and Dollar Tree, especially Dollarama. Another place to look for planter pots to paint on is Dollar Tree. They have a ton of beautiful ceramic planters at Dollar Tree. So if you want to paint those, make sure you get there. So yeah, I think I might do a little shopping tomorrow. I think I've got to slip out at some point tomorrow anyway, so I might do that. That could be kind of cool. All right, so now I am at the point where I need to, I'm going to draw another guideline. Actually, no, I'm not. This one's going to be good. So I'm going to go, it's going to be a thin border on this one, but I'm still going to do a border, and we'll do it out around here. But I think, you know what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do more of these swoops, the blue ones here. And I feel like there should be some here too. Do we like that? Do we like the idea of having a swoop here and a swoop here? Or should we do maybe a swoop here, and then I could do some walking dots maybe? No, we want swoops on both, right? We want them to kind of come together like that, don't we? Yeah, that would be cool. Okay. Dollarama and Tree has started coating the inside of their plates. What? That's crazy. I know it used to have like something little, but what? That's crazy. Sunflowers and butterflies. Ooh, that's cool, Holly. That's wicked. I would love to do that someday with my mandalas. It would be so fun. All right, so let's try this then. We're going to go in with our color shift. And we are going to go and start creating some swoops. I think we'll start, let's see here. I think we'll start with these ones. I didn't know that, Barb. That's not good. Because they used to have like a varnish coating, but now they're plastic? That's terrible. They used to have like you could tell it was like a shiny coating. Plastic is garbage. I'll have to keep that in mind then. See where else we can find it. Hole-in-the-wall dollar stores then might be a place to go. That's crazy. Oops. I'm going to move those out of the way. So my lives for tomorrow and Wednesday are going to be from 7 to 9, so same time again. But one will be on Instagram and one will be on Facebook. If you want to check out where I'm going to be, take a look at my latest post here on TikTok, and it's got my whole schedule for the week. And then Friday and Saturday, we get back into a couple of daytime ones. And hopefully by then, we'll have another pattern coming up soon. Walmart and Home Depot have cheap ones. Oh, cool. Awesome. Fantastic. Thanks, Barb. Thank you, Amy. Totally got to look at your profile pic. I can see it now. I can see that it's your car now. I wasn't seeing it before. That's so freaking cool. There's a mandala artist named Lizzie. She's from New Zealand and she lives in Tofino, British Columbia now. And she has a vinyl wrap on her vehicle, and it's all her artwork. The mandalas that she's done. And I remember seeing that and thinking that it was just the coolest damn thing that I'd ever seen. Hi, Liv. Purple's your favorite color, Amy? Oh, I'm so glad you like it. We're going to be adding a lot of dimension to this too, because we're going to be adding. So see, the original design is this one. So see how those green swoops and these dots have all this dimension with multiple layers of paint? We're going to do the same thing with the purple on this one. So I've done it in green. We've got the purple one that we're working on. I've done it in a gray scale with some red accents, and also did it in a rainbow with lots of gold. So the gray one will be available, is already available on my website, and then the purple and rainbow ones, the purple and the rainbow ones will be hopefully next Saturday. She's called the Butterfly Express. I love it, and I love that she has a name. Mandalas would be. I gotta get on that, Holly? We'll gotta get you some bright colored dot mandala decals. That'd be so cool. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can figure out. That would be fun. There's so many cool things that you can put your art on. It's overwhelming almost, and it's kind of cool because it's like there's so many options, right? That's one thing that I want to start doing more of, is taking these designs and putting them on things like tote bags, and in my Redbubble store on clocks, and there's so many different things. There's just so many different things out there. My little paint pots, these ones are 5 milliliters. I was waiting for you to jump in and lay claim, just so everybody knows. Boss Lady Creations is getting that one. Oh, Donna, thank you. That's so kind of you. All right, so let's see. Sue, how do you work out the gradient of color to get the difference in purple as very subtle? So it's just adding slightly more and more white to the color. So I started with this color, and then I gradually added a little bit of white. Usually it can go just drop by drop. And what I do is I make sure that I set my paints out nice and open and sitting side by side, so I can see where where I maybe need to add more white, maybe I need a little bit of color. It's a lot of playing back and forth, but for the most part, it's starting with your original color and just gradually adding more and more white to the mix until you've got ones that you're happy with. It's a lot of trial and error, just kind of sitting everything side by side and making sure. But you want to go slow. You want to add your white very, very slowly to your original color because it will make a change fairly quickly. And thank you again, Donna. That was so sweet. Mm-hmm. I'm loving this flash. I've only ever used it once since I bought it. I've had it for about 2 years. Never used it. So it's fun to be using it now because it certainly is pretty. It kind of changes color depending on how the light hits it, eh? It's like hypercolor paints almost. One of the other projects that I'm going to get underway soon is I want to spend some time practicing how to do swoops with paintbrushes. So if I make some headway on that, I will share what I learn in case there's something helpful for anybody. Hi, Pamela. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it. Just ordered 6-inch terracotta saucers. And you just looked at 6-inch terracotta. Those would be perfect. If they wanted their saucers for their pots bad enough, they would have gotten them, and they can get off their butts and go get them. Not your responsibility to leave stuff for them. You just do it. You just do it. You buy them out. I think that's a really good idea, though. Really good idea. Gonna have to go shopping tomorrow. I need to go to the dollar store anyway, so. Friggin' ice trucks, salt trucks here. Stupid April. Stupid April in Canada. Oh, and it could be worse. I remember living in New Brunswick and having blizzards on May 2-4 weekend. That's the salt machine, the salt truck. You snooze, you lose, right? Yeah, using the small ones as candle holders. That's a really good idea. So I finally finished my Scrubs marathon. And now I've started watching Cougar Town again. It's either that or New Girl. So I'm going to do Cougar Town and then I will do New Girl. I always rotate between the same shows over and over and over again. Do you guys do that? I like my shows. Sometimes I'll try new ones, but for the most part, I'm like, I know these ones will make me happy. The other ones are a crapshoot. promise. It was the salt truck. I promise. The 6-inch was 88 cents and now it's $1.42. Isn't that crazy? The prices are changing so much. So frustrating. You've had snow on your birthday. When's your birthday, Holly? Hi, Crystal. How you doing? You like the purple? Isn't she pretty? I'm going to finish these swoops and then we might even go in and start doing some top dots because I feel like that would be fun. So we can do some detail and some top dots in the center and start filling that out. Either that or we'll try to work on the border. I think we'll work on the border and we'll leave the detail, go with my original plan of leaving the detail once the full base design is done. Your favorite color? Feeling like you missed a lot? So this is one that I started. I didn't start this on the live. I started this on one of the workshops for the new pattern. So the new pattern is the one that we did the grayscale in, the grayscale with the red. So on Saturday, we had some Zoom workshops where we kind of got them started together. I got started on the pattern, went through any questions and stuff like that. It was super, super fun. But of course, I didn't want to stick with the exact pattern. I had to play with color, right? So this is one of the color combos, but are you ready, Crystal? Bum, 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 bum. Did one in rainbow too. Rainbow and gold. Ah! So these two are the same design, just different colors. Oh, you went to see your mom. That's wonderful, Crystal. That's awesome. The workshops are a lot of fun. Right now, the workshops are tied to the patterns. So if you have a pattern, then those are the workshops that we're doing. So if you ever wanted to come and join, that would be awesome. I'm really happy. Thank you so much, Pamela. There's yours, boss lady. That one's yours. And then we'll get this edging done. And the edging is going to have the same kind of spiral as these parts here, only going all the way around the edge. The edge is actually it's going to look really complicated. And it's going to be one of the super fastest ones that I've done yet. So that's going to be super fun. Now on the grayscale one, I didn't do an edge because I felt like it would really almost take away from the design. But with this one just being such an explosion, I think definitely an edging is needed. And then we'll decide on the purple one once we get it going. Aw, thank you. That's so kind. Right back at ya. Yeah. Yeah. The rainbow is, it's something. Oh, shit. Shit. So how was the trip? You had, is everybody back to school today? Or do you still have today off and then is everything back tomorrow, Crystal? How are you doing? Are you doing okay? Yeah. We'll get it. We'll get it all. Sorry, I can't see my phone right now. Bear with me and I'll come back to the comments in a second. So the grayscale incense holder is available on my website now. And then the purple one and the rainbow one will be available on Saturday at noon Eastern. We'll set it as a noon Eastern shop update. So set your reminders, set your calendars. Then they will be available there. And with any luck, I will also be listing 10 of these mugs, the white on white. With any luck, I'll be listing these next Saturday as well. And I will, again, with any luck, we'll have 10 of them ready to go. So we'll see what happens. You gotta strive for your level of your highest level creativity. You're already there. You're just not giving yourself credit for it, Krista. You're coming up with all kinds of ideas, and it's wonderful. Thank you, Bad Girl Racing. I'm so glad you like them. It was great. My sister and her fam came down as well. Oh, that's amazing. It's hard, when there's so much to do and so many people to see in such a short amount of time, but how wonderful. I'm so glad you guys got time together. Thank you, Viola. You started the new job today. How was it? Hi, Jessica. How did it go, Crystal? Did it go well? Did you have a good first day? Get your vinyl stickers here. There are no vinyl. I think there's only the paw print drawn mandalas right now, but I am going to get some of the painting ones done for sure. Training and more training. Did you get a good vibe, though? Did you get good energy there? I hope it's wonderful. I hope it's everything that you need. Orientation the first day. I will. I'll get on it, Barb. I'll get out the iPad and the Apple Pencil and start making stickers. Then I just gotta make some money to be able to buy the new stickers, but I might be able to do them on print on demand too. We'll see. We shall see. Or I could do them on the pre-order even too. That might help. That might work. I love watching when people get their sticker restocks in their shop. But it blows me away because I'm watching them like, oh my God, that's like $1,000 worth of stickers in one box. Like, nope, not at that level yet. I'm not at that level yet where I can order $1,000 of inventory just to have ready to go. Someday that'll happen. You mark my words. But we'll get there. No watermark. No, they won't have watermarks. I promise. You have lots of pieces to cover. Oh, it was all virtual? Are you going to be working from home, Crystal? Wolfie516, is this our old friend Wolf? I'm good, thank you, Wolfie. How are you? Government contracts. That's a lot. No stress, I was kidding. I know you were kidding. I know you well enough to know that. But I do want to do it, though. I think it would be really fun. And I actually should do that on a live one day, show how I touch up pictures of my paintings for print-on-demand stuff. We'll do that one day. This job is fully remote. Oh, that's so wonderful, Crystal. He's getting the best of both worlds. Your glass medium came in today. Yay! Fantastic. I'll be doing the second baking test tomorrow night. So I'll try and, I'm hoping I'll have an update on the live tomorrow night, if I can bake them before the live. I'm gonna hope to bake them before the live so that we can have a look at them together tomorrow night and compare the different paints and how they did. I'm very excited. It is a great idea. It's totally. There's so many things. Like when I look at the things that I can make baseball hats, water bottles, tumblers, travel coffee mugs, puzzles, bath towels, shower curtains, clocks, notebooks, face masks, t-shirts. Like there's so many different things. So many different things. It's crazy, but it's super cool because the possibilities are endless, right? Never mind the sites like Redbubble and Society6, which have a whole bunch of products that you put your art on as well, right? Like, it's just super, super cool. There's so many possibilities out there. If you guys haven't already, check out mallrocks.co. I did a shop update on Instagram today. Or sorry, just on the Total Shop. So send a message to Mallrocks if because new stuff, which is super nice. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a learning curve for sure. I totally see that. Pillowcases, yes. You keep thinking about it, but no, it's taken. The rainbow one? Do you make incense at all, Crystal, too? I guess that would be a totally different world, wouldn't it? All right, so let's drill in and let's do some little tiny detail for this last half hour, and maybe even some top dots. So let's start with some detail. I need to finish my tart patio mandala cushions. Ooh. Sorry, Crystal, I think I missed it. Sorry, I missed what you meant. That's so wonderful that you get to work from home. That's so amazing. Such a nice, easy transition to be able to just, okay, I'm done this work, now I can go do this work. Plan on expanding next year, yes. Oh, for the incense, sorry. Took me a minute. Sprays, carpet fresheners. If you need a guinea pig, you let me know. Please let me know. Carpet fresheners are really hard to find up here. I haven't been able to find them anyway. I'm so excited. We're going to get a new vacuum soon. I can't wait. Our carpet's awful. Like, we vacuum and we get parts of the under padding pulling up and everything. It's awful. I'm going to try and convince our landlord to help us get new floors maybe. Audrey had the biggest case of the Zoomies today. Why did I skip that one? That's weird. She was just ripping around this place today. It was so fun to watch her. She's making all these really weird noises. Just running all over the place. It was amazing. Yeah, so you might as well make it your own. Use this year to, that's perfect. Make and test this year and have them ready to launch next year, right? Oh, sorry. No, Audrey is my cat. Maybe there was something going on. Maybe we should check and see if there was something happening with the Schumann residence today. Maybe there was something going on. Oh, ow. Okay, so let's see. Where did I do top dots? Did I do them all the way in the middle? Yes, I did. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some top dots. And we'll have to check the Schumann resonance. Maybe it had something to do with the wasn't there a full moon this weekend too? There was a full moon this weekend. Maybe that was it. Once you do a pattern a couple of times too, you start to kind of look for just different things that could help you in the future. So I know that I use the darkest purple the most. I should probably mix more of this one color, especially if I want to continue using these colors again on future patterns, right? But just kind of keep an eye on that sort of stuff. There's all kinds of tricks that you can end up kind of using to help make your life a little easier. All right, so I'm going with the lightest, and we're going to go in here. Oops. So when you put your top dots on, you still want to do the best you can to make sure that there is some of the bottom color showing around. So you want to try and get those about the same size. Thank you, Crystal. Could be that, but he was doing zoomies for over an hour. Yeah, Audrey was too. Audrey was too. It's crazy. It was so fun. So fun to watch her. She was just like, wow, and just gone. In the closet, up on the bed, up on the chair, in the window, down off the chair, up on the cat tree, under the covers, in the kitchen, up on the chair, up on the counter, tearing down the halls. She also, Audrey likes to play hide and seek though too. So she waits for me and she pounces on me. She sneaks up. Gonna try the evil eye pat. Ooh, that's gonna be so fun. That's gonna be awesome. Those are gonna look amazing, Crystal. Those are gonna be so cool. All right, where's my tool? So this dark purple now, I'm gonna do 2 layers of top dots on this one here. So I'm using my middle color. So for example, with this, I have 5 different colors of purple, right? So I number them 1 to 5, 5 being the darkest, 1 being the lightest. So when I've got the 5, my top dots are going to be in color 3 and color 1, because I only want to do 3 layers, but I want them to have lots of impact and lots of contrast. So I'm not going to do, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to skip and do the odd numbers. And that should still give me a fairly nice even gradient. Yeah, could have been a spirit, totally. Audrey was looking around up at the curtains and stuff, so that could have been her. I don't know if there's any spirits for you, Sue, but it could be. Stranger things have happened. You had a cack like that. So fun, eh? Snap to all that include jumping over my head out of the window. No. Oh, no. That's not good. That's not what you want. I am near a graveyard. So, yeah. This place is haunted for sure. It's been around too long and too many people have died here. There's somebody haunting it for sure. Oops, that was a little bit too much paint, but that's okay. All right, so now we're going to do top swoops on here. Again, this was the color number 5, so it was my darkest. So I'm going to do my color number 3. Now, for the other ones, I'm not going to do the top swoops and top dots on these ones yet because they're not completely dry. And when you're going to be using another tool to drag paint, it's nice if they're as dry as you can possibly have them. We have a ghost in our house. Yeah, totally could have been that. It is scary and interesting, right? You're like, I'm interested, but I don't really know if I want to hear the whole story. All right, so let's jump in here and we'll go for layer number 2. If the paint below isn't fully dry, just the action of doing this dragging could cut into the paint below. So you don't want to use a lot of pressure with your tool. So don't apply a lot of pressure. Remember that you're just coaxing the paint. You're not painting or drawing with your tool. You're just trying to coax the paint into the shape that you want it to be in, right? So yeah, if I was using a sharper tool, then I would be running the risk of kind of slicing in to the lower layer of paint, and that could end up causing a whole bunch of goopiness, right? So let's go here. Quite often I'll have to turn my painting around to the other side just to straighten out the other edge, because I find I can't straighten out the right edge very well from this angle. I need to flip it upside down. So just remember to make sure that you move your pieces however you need to, right? There's no right or wrong way to do this. Figure out what is the most comfortable way and the way that you see the most success, right? That's the only thing that matters. You can learn quote unquote easier ways to do things and other ways to do things, but when you're just starting out, don't try to hold yourself hostage to a particular method of doing anything. Right? Just play with it, learn with it a little bit. Yeah, the micro daughter, I find that the micro daughter, as long as I use the slightly larger size one, it's not as bad, but the scoring tool is really bad. Yeah, a really small ball stylus tool, even just your straight dotting tool that has no ball on the end, that could work. I used to use a sharp toothpick. That would still work as well, or a sharp pencil. But anything that's sharp, if you apply too much pressure, you're probably going to risk cutting under there, right? I hope that has answered your question as well, Bobby. So it depends on the tool. For the one that I'm dragging with, I want it to be fairly sharp, but I don't want it to be too sharp because then it's going to cut into the layer below, right? So sharp, yes, but not too sharp and not a ton of pressure. And just kind of play around with your own painting as well to see which tool would probably be best. But there's lots and lots of options. Anything sharp and pointy can work. I used to use a lot of toothpicks. They were kind of nice too because wood is softer, right? So it's not scraping as much. So that could be an option too. But whatever works for you to get the shape that you want. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yes, exactly. The wood that has a little bit of give. Ow, shit. Sorry, hold on a sec. My hand's cramping up. I think I need to get out my compression gloves again. Ooh, that's a cramp. All right. So yeah, anything with that wood is nice because wood is soft, right? So it's not quite so potentially damaging. You still want to watch your pressure, but definitely a little bit more give there. Yeah, I was shaking it and squeezing it, and you know when you just move your hand just a certain way and you're like, oh, my hand doesn't like that. It was one of those. When you don't even feel like you really even moved something, but your body reacts as if you just tried to lift like 350 pounds or something. All right. So once I've got these couple done, we'll come back. I'll zoom out and we'll be able to see what just one layer of top dots has already done for the texture in this section and in the center. When you're up close, you don't see it as much, but once you pull back and you can start to see the effect that all that dimension is going to have, then you can kind of almost start to envision it on the rest of the stuff that's not done yet, because it's going to make it look like it's almost like it's glowing. I find anyway. That's what it reminds me of. Makes it look like shiny little pearls, making they're just, everything's 3D. Okay. You can have a lot of fun with top dots too. You don't have to do the color grade. Play with color, right? Put yellow on top of, or put like yellow on top of green and teal on top of blue. Like, you can have fun with your top dots as well. Don't feel like you have to always stick to one technique. Again, everything is experimentation. If it sounds interesting and you want to see what would happen, try it. The worst thing that's going to happen is that you don't like the way it turns out, right? Oh well. Celebration Henna, how are you? Yes, it is an incense holder. It is an incense holder. I made the incense holder with gypsum plaster. Brand is Ultra Cal 30. I get it at a sculpture supply store near Toronto. I live in Ontario, Canada. And I got the mold from Devon Dotting. And my paints right now are mostly folk art. So let's see. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it. Oh, say hi back to Omari. That's lovely. All right, so here, it's amazing what you can see when you do see that little bit of dimension. And actually, these other ones are going to dry soon, so we'll be able to go in. I might even put white pearl on some of these ones and really make them pop. So we might do 4. My last blue swoop. What did I miss? You tried to blame that one on me, Barb. That one wasn't me that time. I'm so glad you're right there with me, though. We're in it together now. Couple of boneheads. At least we're happy boneheads. It's totally good. We're happy in our boneheadedness. Oh, was it the chalk? Yeah, the chalk line. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. We'll get that after. All right, so let's take another quick look. So this is the 4th color scheme for this design. Okay, the first color scheme we did on an incense holder, and it actually looked identical to this one, only it was in green. This is the pattern that I created from it. Okay, this pattern, if you want to learn how to paint this, there's a step-by-step downloadable pattern available on my website. The link is in my bio. And then during the workshop, so what I've started doing is when I release a new pattern, we do a workshop where we can just kind of get it started together, get together on Zoom, go through some tips and tricks and get it started and start working through the pattern. We don't get through the whole thing, but it gets you started anyway. So for those workshops, because I'd already experimented with color, with the grayscale, with the red, I knew that I wanted to keep playing with color. So we've got the green design, right? We got the green design. Eventually I'm going to expand it and I'm going to make this into a 12-inch canvas as well. But for now we've just got the 6-inch design. Then we made it in the grayscale, right? And then I've also started it in the purple, right? And then, are you ready, boss lady? Are you here? Are you here? And then we've got the rainbow one. So these are all the exact same pattern, slight modifications made, but all the exact same design, right? Exact same design with slight modifications. Like this one doesn't have the curvy swoops around here, and that's okay. They're all just slightly different, but you can take the same and just make slight changes. So this one still has quite a ways to go. We're going to do a lot of top dots on here. We're going to do a bit of a border. Totally, we did get pretty far, eh? I'm really, really pleased with what we got done here today. Really, really pleased. That's your rainbow. Thank you, guys. Boss lady's gonna fight people for the rainbow one. She has staked her claim. It's just a matter of when it goes listed. I'm gonna try and paint more of them though, you guys. I'm gonna try and do multiples. And then the other thing that I'm working on is the white on white mugs. I'm working on getting a bunch of these painted. I'm going to do a baking test to see what happens with bubbling. Because there's some bubbles in the paint and the paint is so thick, I've put it on in such thick layers. I'm just going to let it dry a little extra time and then go through here. Oh, in the workshop. Yeah, we got really far in the workshop, didn't we? Yeah, in the workshop, we got out to this point here. So then there was this to add in and then the border, and then it was pretty done. Yeah, that's true. I totally forgot that. Thanks, Barb. Right? Staking the claim. But I'm going to be making a lot more of these. This is not the end of this design. There is going to be probably a literal shit ton of different colors with this, because I've got so many ideas on what I want to do. And the colors that everybody used in the workshop were beautiful. We had teals and copper. Teals, different shades of teal with copper accent. We've had blue with kind of metallic rose gold accents. What colors did you do, Barb? I'm trying to think. Doris did the teal and copper. Tracy, what one did you do? Why am I not remembering? I don't know why. But yeah, we got through a lot during that workshop. It went really, really well in both of those workshops. It was a lot of fun. So I'm really, really excited to do some more of them. I'm going to be doing a pattern for this one here that we'll be able to paint on a mug or on anything else. So that's going to be coming up soon. I've kind of perfected that pattern as I've been painting all of these ones. Right, blue gradient and orange. Oh, I can't wait to see that one when it's done, Tracy. Can't wait. I can't wait to see all of them. So if you guys have the pattern and you end up posting something, if you're willing to and if you think of it, I would love a tag so I can come and see what you've done. I'm really, 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 really pumped to see some of what you guys create with this. I think it's going to be so cool to see all of the different ideas. And we've got a crap ton more to play with. You did the greens and then the blue on black and blues on gray. Nice. You did 3. Wow. So, excuse me, over the next couple of days, we've got this one to finish. We've got these white mugs to finish. We've got the purple one to finish, and then we'll just see what else I can get to this week. I'm not super optimistic. I have no idea what I'm actually going to get to this week, but at the very least, we'll be able to sit and paint live together a lot, right? So let me move that. We'll move this one out of the way. We'll move this one. So the pattern is available through the link in my bio. And we'll definitely revisit it for more workshops again in the future. It won't be the only time we do a workshop for this pattern. We will do more. So for now, we are going to, we'll start adding a border. So I'm going to start with my darkest, and then this is how I space them out because my designs are not going over here. What I really should do, I need to draw that in on all of them. Maybe I should do these swoops first before I go doing my border. That might be a good idea. All right, let's see. Gonna hashtag mine not exactly as illustrated 3 shades of Eileen. Oh, I love it. And it's true though, right? We all naturally lean to one side. So if our spacing is ever off, you're probably going to find consistently that it's off in one direction or another. And if you can pinpoint that direction, then the devil you know, right? It'll help you work around it a bit. I'm just erasing or just kind of rubbing over the pencil crayon, watercolor pencil crayon lines, because the waxiness can sometimes impact the shape and size of dots and swoops and stuff. So just doing that. Now I'm going to close that and we will go back to our color shift. Leonard still goes left. Here, let's do a spin. Let's grab a couple of these and we'll do some spins. Because that could be fun. We haven't done that in a while. All right, let's look at some spins. And then we'll probably call it a night because we've only got 5 minutes. So let's start here. Let's go up like so. Let's see if this is in the middle. Pretty darn close, anyway. Pretty. Let's look at the gray one. One of these days I'm gonna draw a chalk circle in the middle once I find that, because that's definitely not it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mark it so that I can get right in the center. Nope, that's way off. Wow. Here we go. I love Leonard and Penny. Oh, that looks cool. If I get the solid black in the background too, that would look wicked. And then here is our rainbow beauty. Here. Ooh, that one looks really good. Oh, that one looks really cool. Did I just not do the other ones fast enough, maybe? Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, that's so cool! It does, it's super trippy. Yes, like a roulette wheel, exactly. That's so fun. All right, we're gonna try this one again. Because maybe I just wasn't going fast enough, right? That looks pretty cool too. I totally need to put that on TikTok. Yeah, I need to do that for all of them. Let's do another one. Are you okay, Holly? I don't want to make you nauseous. That's way off center. Oh, that one's super cool. It does, eh? It looks like it's going there. Yeah, the faster it goes, the more it reverses, right? Yeah. Yeah, there was almost like a pause there with that one. Isn't that cool? Okay, well, let's twist my arm. Let's do a couple more. This is the second pattern that I did. It was the pattern called Hope. It was done in a bunch of purples. Yeah, like a purple color grade with some teal accents, and I had to try it with green. Oh, I'm sorry, Holly. Are you okay? That looks cool too. I love this one. This one's name is Fern. I like Fern. And then I've got one more. Oh no, I've got two more, but one more that's within arm's reach. So let's see if that. And then this one. That's so cool. Such a cool illusion. That one was split. That was neat, eh? So much fun. Okay, I've got one more. Where are ya? Oh, no, I've got two more. This is the other one that I did from the pattern Hope. This is in the same colors. I have to redo the edging because I'm not a super fan of the edge. But that'll get done. It'll get done. This will be another one that'll get listed next weekend. And then this is the last one that I have available now. Is this one. So we might as well see how this one spins too. Oh, that one's off center. Ooh, that's fun. Susie, this is a dot mandala. So mandalas are the symmetrical shapes of the flowers, or you see it in flowers and just kind of the designs of all this. This is a mandala, all that symmetry there. Used a lot in meditation and spirituality. And I will paint them on pretty much anything I can get my grubby little hands on. So these are incense holders. I make candle holders. I paint a lot of mugs. Those are my three big ones right now, but I've also done necklace pendants, flower pots. Again, I'll paint pretty much anything I can get my hands on. So yeah, this is an incense holder. So when you have your incense stick, it just goes right in the middle like this. So the great suggestion that Jennifer brought up earlier is getting and making some trinket dishes. So that will be something in there too. You like the edges, Carolyn? Oh, thank you. On that purple one. I like them, but they're just a little bit too thick. So I want to make them a little bit daintier, but it's an edging I want to use again real soon. All right, you guys, it is that time. Thank you for letting me have some fun and just do some of the spinning. I think that was really, really fun to sit and look at them. And, oh, that one's way off center. Sorry, you guys, that one's way too dizzying. That's better. So that was super, super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the time together. The other one that I want to redo, yeah, I still want to redo the edge, but because these are so fine and dainty, I feel like when I sit and look at this one, like from the side here, right, that the edging just doesn't fill in nicely, and it's too big and thick and chunky compared to the really fine detail there. So I am going to redo it, but I'll do it very similar, but probably just with smaller swoops. I will. I'm totally going to buy the planter plates, and they're great for them anyway. I don't need to make my own. Might as well just, jump in and start making those, because they're great quality stuff. So yeah, this is my full-time job. I'm always working to try and experiment with new things and teach you guys the things that I know. So I not only make them and make the things and sell them, but I make patterns, and I go live 12 to 15 hours a week, and happy to share any tips and tricks that I can along the way. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. I will do my absolute best to help in any way. I don't have the answers, but I will share whatever answers I do have. And 100%, Barb, I am going to the dollar store tomorrow to get myself some of those. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming to hang out with me tonight. I appreciate you so much choosing to spend so much of your own free time with me. I hope you enjoyed your evening with me tonight. I will be live again tomorrow, 7 to 9, and it's either on Facebook or Instagram. I can't remember which one. I think it's Facebook, but I'm not sure. I apologize. But if you look at my latest post here on TikTok, it will give my schedule. And holy cow, you guys, 10,500 likes. Thank you so much for all of the love. I love you guys. And I had a wonderful time. I feel like I progressed on these pieces, and I can't wait to show you the progress come tomorrow night. I'm sitting in here and I'm doing nothing but painting tomorrow. I can't freaking wait. Facebook is tomorrow. Thank you, Carolyn. You're the best. You are most welcome, boss lady. Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time will be the shop update, where the rainbow, the purple, and this one will get listed. And hopefully 10 new mugs. Fingers crossed anyway. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. I love you lots. Please take care of yourselves, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow or whenever our paths cross again. Lots of love, you guys. Bye-bye. Mwah, mwah.